is leaving our driveway. Basically we live on the main road going through Berry. So from here I'll probably go up around the main road that goes, it just actually skirts the main part of the town. Not sure if you've looked on a map, but you would have seen a sign just then saying Renmark. Berry's sort of set in the middle of three other towns. You've got Renmark 20 kilometres straight in front of us, Loxton across the river 20 kilometres, and Barnra behind us 20 kilometres. This is the main part of the town, the main street of town. It's Vaughan Terrace going downtown. We've had 8 years of drought, so the pine trees and everything don't look really flash at the moment, but yes, they're starting to come back. Our shop from here is where this intersection is coming up. It's the very next road down, so it's about halfway down to the river, which you might be able to just see way off in the distance. So our shop is just off to the right of that. This is the road here that the school's on. So we'll just go for a drive down to the school. And I'll do a turn there and you'll be able to see the school. At least this way you actually sort of get to have a look at a bit of what you're coming to. Might scare you to death. Of course, the weirdest thing for you will be, first off, will be that we're driving on the opposite side of the road, naturally. Just off to the right is where my brother and sister-in-law live. You probably won't be able to see it, but the very next place is a shopping centre. So it's got like a food store selling groceries and clothing and records and just basically your normal mall sort of thing. Might be able to see that more on the way back. The veterinary clinic is on the left hand side here. It's actually going into the newer building on the left, the first one. And the school is up. You'll see some of the high school kids out here. They're doing a garden part, doing paving and everything around the school. So they're on the footpath over there. But I'll do a turn now. And the school's set back behind the library, so there's an adult education area which is called TAFE, which is what you'll see first off to the left, right in front of us now. Actually I'll go in through the car park, it's probably easier. So that's TAFE out to the left. The high school itself is in behind those trees, unfortunately you can't see it too well. And the library backs onto it, which is what we're looking at now. So yes, that's basically where you go to school. And normally we just drop you in that car park, or we will drop you in that car park every morning. That's where we drop two of the kids off at the moment, because every morning one of the other EF families up here, the mother's the headmaster at the primary school, so she has to be there earlier. High school's still going on the left hand side. As I said, you can see the kids here doing some paving work and gardening and that. That's, some of the courses are agricultural if you want to do them, depending on what you want to do. You can see the shopping centre. You'll probably get the accent. We abbreviate lots of words. Instead of saying shopping, we say shopping. Well, I do anyway. You'll actually have that mixed thing because of Sadie being American. She's still got a touch of the American accent. But nearly all of our friends are Australian, so yes. I don't want to make this tape too long because it's too hard to put up online, too hard for you to download and look at. So I'll just go a quick run down the rest of the the main street and then show you, because it'll show you the river. We have houseboats that are moored on the river. This is just really here, it's office areas and everything. There's we've got Disability SA, Elders, which are a real estate company, a photographer, telecom, which is naturally our phones, accountants and everything, a bakery on our left at the moment, Vitality, which is a health studio. So yes, heading back up into the main part of town. Hotel is just down on the left there, and the police station and the courthouse, post office on the right. All the banks are on these corners here. So it's not a huge town, but it's easy enough that you can actually walk around. And of course there's the actual housing areas are up further up off that road before we turned off the main road. They're out on the left. Here you've got chemists, naturally, cheap shop. I don't know if you have them over there. Everything's, you know, really cheap price. Handyman store coming up now. And then Repco, which is auto parts. Pizza place around the corner. Information centre across the road. And houseboats, as I said, you can see on the river. Lots of cars like that around town, which are tourists coming through. You would have seen then, I guess, in the sweep, the Berry Bridge, which goes over the river. Up until about 12 years ago, we used to have to go across by ferry. Just near our town in Lirrup, they still have the ferries, so we'll show you those anyway and go across there. This is the pump station for the water out of the river for the township of Berry. Probably totally lost with the way the camera's going around in circles and that, but we'll turn right here and this comes into where our shop is. Yes, I'll actually be pulling up right out the front of our shop. When I said chemist and that cheap shop, that's straight down the end of this one again that we went past. And our shop's right on the front, or right on the footpath where this yellow car is, so I'll pull up behind the yellow car. And that's our shop there. So that's a tour of Berry.